The time of pruning is very important. This is spring, August normally, it's the best in South Africa. It's very important for the wines that you prune it right, and you need the right people to do it. We are starting with a block of Malbec, which is bush wine, not on wire, not trellised. This is what we call a basket. Taking two longer shoots, strong shoots, put them together as a basket, which gives the bush wine stability when the very strong southeaster is coming in here, so it holds the whole bush actually together. Standing here with Marinus. Marinus is with me now for 3 years and helping me on the farm, in the vineyards, in the cellar, and he is for a long time in that business, for 43 years. So it is very important just to do this pruning right, to oversee it, to have good pruners. This is very important. It might sound very easy to cut grapes, but it's not easy at all. You need years and years of experience to do that. So here we're starting now with a new vintage, and this is the birth of it. We are 6 kilometers away from Wellington in the Western Cape, South Africa. This is a block of Cabernet Sauvignon, and what we are doing here today is pre-pruning. Pre-pruning means you are cutting down the shoots from the last season to the first wire to make it easier to do the final pruning.
This is now a new shoot that we have formed to take over from the other old shoots. So what we'll do, we'll prune it on 2 bearers and we'll tuck it in like that. Next year we'll have some new growth coming up, and then we can take away all these old long shoots. Here we are using the extended peeled trellising system, where we've got 5 wires that we are tucking our canopy in, and we've got the bearers on the outside.
For the wines we're using 5 wires, but we got a 6th wire which is holding the irrigation system. We are using a drip irrigation which gives us about 2 liters per hour. It is a controlled irrigation. We got nutrient drops in the ground which give us the moisture, so we can really keep the wines on a minimum of water. And if they need to struggle, we can stress them. If they need more water, we can give them more water. Kom Flo, kom Flo, kom kind, kom, kom Flo, kom, kom. The olive tree right behind me is the oldest commercially planted olive tree in South Africa. It was planted in 1893. Beginning of 91, I finally was able to buy this farm and come to my dream, or fulfill my dream, to make quality wine. So it was quite a long way. Studied architecture before, but finally I arrived and I achieved what I always wanted to do. One very important factor was not included in my dream making quality wine. It was planting vineyards. Unfortunately, when I came to this farm, I had to plant about 18 hectares of vineyards. I only had 2 hectares left here, Chenin Blanc, which I could take over. All the rest had to be replanted. Having the vision of planting good wines and making quality wines, you need to enter competitions. And that I did, and I did win quite a lot of awards, even being a smaller producer. Today on the 13th of February 2014, this is our start of harvesting in the vineyard. We already try to have no leaves or snails or any other kind of obstacles in our baskets, but that does not work all the time, so we are doing another check while we're putting the grapes into the destemmer.
I'm standing here with colleague Pasit Foobunma in this magnificent property. It is a wine estate. It's the Hildenbrand Wine and Olive Estate. It's in Wellington, and my goodness, is it beautiful. We had the pleasure and the privilege of launching Hildenbrand Wines initially in Thailand, in Bangkok. Pasit being part of the South African Thai Chamber of Commerce, he is webmaster, I'm director of the chamber, and our job was to launch the very best of wines that we could in that particular area of the world. Highly successful, wonderful wines, and of course the most popular in Thailand today. Not only in Thailand, but in areas of Asia. We went to Vietnam, we were in Malaysia, you name it, we took the team. And of course, the leader of the team is Reni Hildenbrand, supported by Pasit Foobunma and myself. We're in Wellington. This is Rhebokskloof Farm, and this is the wine estate of Reni Hildenbrand. Ideal to meet the lady herself. Reni, here we come. Well, we found her. Where better than in the red wine cellar? It's dark, it's cool, and the barrels are lying here all ready for the upcoming season. And right here is the boss herself, known in Thailand as the blonde bombshell, Reni Hildenbrand.
I'm so glad that you are finally here to see what I'm doing, and that we can taste the wine, and that you get a better feel about Hildenbrand and the making of the wine.
Let's go across the man who's been doing bang, bang, bang. Pasit, what's been happening?
I use the hammer to put the bunch into the barrel to make sure that the oxygen not come into the wine barrel.
Pasit, action. Let's check the bung out. Let's turn to Reni.
I'm using the taster to get some sample out of the barrel to taste.
Okay.
Looks like that. It goes. Look at the beautiful color. Then you smell, and then you drink.
What happens next, Reni?
Would you also like to have a taste?
Yes, please. Pasit first. He's the guest from Thailand. Right, away you go. I know you taught us all how to do it, Reni.
This is Shiraz, by the way. Just matter of interest. In the barrel since March, so that means about 9 months already in the barrel, and it's going to stay until March, April in the barrel, and then you will take it out, put it in a tank, and then it's going to be bottled.
We're now in the white wine cellar, equally as cool and equally as lovely and present. But Reni, a phrase I've heard used quite often is the angel's share. What is that?
The angel's share, it's quite big. If you think one barrel loses about a liter a month, which has to be topped up, that oxygen doesn't get to the wine. So let's say you've got about 20 barrels or more, 50 barrels in a cellar. So it's 50 liters per month. So it's 500 liters in 10 months. And the wine is normally 1 year or 1.5 years in the barrels. So you can see what is actually just evaporating. And all the angels are hanging up there and catching all the all the wine which evaporates.
Where do you store that wine for filling up?
In the tank, in a stainless steel tank. You always have to have a stainless steel tank ready for filling up the barrels. So I wonder how many angels are in here at night, because I never see them drunk. So
Love it. Well done. We're in the wine production cellar. On my left, a whole series of stainless steel tanks. On my right, concrete tanks. Let's turn to Reni and find out. Start with concrete.
concrete tanks are the replacement of the big wooden vats. They came into fashion in South Africa about 1890. I love them. They keep cool. You don't need a cooling for them, like on the stainless steel tank. You got the cooling jackets over there. Pasit, maybe you can point them out, the cooling jackets. Yeah, those are the cooling jackets on the stainless steel tank. They are nice and cool. They're easy to clean. It's a wonderful tank. Unfortunately, most of the cellars are modernized, and they took them all out. They were killing the history.
Thank you for the information on concrete tanks. Let's go across the line and let's have a look at the stainless steel tanks.
Stainless steel tanks today is used in all the cellars. It's easy to clean. It's quite a big investment, but much cheaper on the end than barrique or wooden barrels, because you have them forever. The wooden barrels you can only use for 3 years. And you don't have the angels share on those tanks. It's very, very easy. There's no evaporation. It stays in there, and with a cooling system, the wine is safe in there, and not to pick up any volatile acidity, or you don't lose actually any wine as you do on the wooden barrels.
Sorry for the angels.
Sorry for the angels.
Reni, we've got red and white Hildenbrand. Which shall we start with?
We're starting with the Chenin Blanc.
Okay, let's go.
It's a Chenin Blanc 2013. The most suitable grape variety for South Africa.
Well, it's very popular in Thailand, let me tell you. One of your best-selling wines. Have a taste.
So you smell first.
Yeah.
And then you taste. Pasit, would you like to taste the wine?
Yes, absolutely.
Shake it, smell it.
Tell me what you smell.
Peach and honey.
Well, well, well.
Good. And I hope you also get it on your taste buds.
Yes.
It's not only in your nose, you don't only smell it. It's very important that it also gives you the feeling in your mouth.
Yeah. Really nice.
Yeah.
Allan, would you like to taste? Only tasting, not drinking.
Everything that you and Pasit has said in one mouthful. Thank you.
My favorite grape variety.
I know. From white to red.
Our red wine is a Malbec, not very common in South Africa, but a beautiful wine for venison. It's a beautiful purple color. And Pasit, you may taste again.
Oh.
Look at the color, isn't it beautiful?
Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Okay. He smells the
What
wine.
are you picking up on the nose?
Blackberry. Kisses
and cassis.
and
Oh,
cassis.
wow, yes, my word. And the flavour?
Lovely.
Like it?
Yes.
May I?
Yes, of course.
I love the Malbec. This sells very well throughout Asia. Hildenbrand, of course.
It sells actually very well worldwide.
Yes. We please the eyes, we please the nose, we please the mouth. Reni, what's left?
The ears. Cheers!
Ah.